been a long time since I've seen this kind of line to get up into the splash country overflow lots. So that's not fantastic. All right, made it up to park in the last gravel overflow lot that's like at the top of the hill behind the water park. So this is all of the parking capacity that's left in the entire park right now. That's not great. Might as well start hiking because it is a hike to even just get to the tram that takes you to the park from all the way up here. It is crazy how far away from the park we are right now. Anyways, I have not been here, even though it's my home park and it's only about 45 minutes away. I haven't been since September, so it's been like 2.5 months. It's December right now. So I was pretty excited to be back, but it looks like it's pretty miserably crowded. And we have a lot of rides closed today, it seems like. So we'll see how the experience actually is when we get inside. Just stepping off the gravel lot onto the permanent splash country lot, water park parking lot. You can see all the cars all the way down there. And keep in mind, all of this is just overflow space because obviously it's December. The water park is not open today. So all of this is in addition to the entire main theme park parking lot on the other side of the road. We're about to take the tram across the road now. I haven't seen a line to get in since they redid this entry area. It's crazy. You spelled donut? That's a little rough. I won't lie. There's the second half. An hour for Thunderhead's kind of wild. See one of the lightning rods trains up there on the brake run. So glad they took away the launch and now it can be reliable now. Oh shit. Lightning Rod has not opened yet today. Mystery Mine has not opened yet today. Fire Chaser has also not opened yet today. Dragonflyer opened for a little bit, but now it's closed again. And then Big Bear Mountain and Blazing Fury are both presumably closed for the rest of the season. Big Bear Mountain, they keep saying that they want to get back open, but it's been closed since, I think, around September, I think. I'll look in a second. But Big Bear Mountain's been closed for a long time. I heard it had an electrical fire. I have no idea if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard, but it has been down for a very long time. Oh, cool. They really decorated that little pathway up there. I was really happy to see that because obviously I was very sad when they took out the like fake cave that used to be up there because that was really cool, and what they left was kind of ugly, but they've been slowly improving it over time. And with the Christmas decorations up there, it actually just looks like it belongs finally. But yeah, I'm gonna get lunch. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a long line for lunch, it looks like, but I really do want that pork belly skillet that you can only get during Christmas time. Heck yeah. Sitting on a ledge by Miss Lillian's because there's just nowhere else to sit anywhere around any of here. As you can see though, Barnstormer is running both sides today, which is pretty fun. You don't see that very often, so I'll have to go do that a little later today. But yeah, got a pork belly skillet. Looks pretty good. Unfortunately, the prices did go back up again. They went down earlier this year. I was excited about that, but they're back up again, unfortunately. It's almost 50 degrees right now, but it was like 12 degrees for the last couple of days. We just came out of like a cold freeze like an hour ago, and you can see that by all the ice buildup around the wheel that's just now melting. That's why I didn't get here first thing this morning, because it was so cold none of the rides were going to operate till like 2 p.m. anyway. Well, let's go over here now. All right, Barnstormer's reading about a 15-minute wait in the app, which is pretty short compared to everything else in the park right now. So I'll definitely go for it. Barnstormer has pretty good capacity when it's running both sides like that. Oh, hey, look, it's my friend.
think we got around COVID.
All right, just got a couple rides on Barnstormer since the line's pretty short compared to everything else in the park. And I forgot there's actually a split off for single riders in that line pretty close to the beginning. So this is actually only, I had to wait like 5 minutes-ish. So it's pretty nice. I still love a good SNES Scream and Swing. These are some of my favorite flat rides. And with the extra theming added on Barnstormer, it's pretty great as well. It's just a really short cycle. You only get like 2 max swings. It's still the only Scream and Swing I've done, but I hear this is pretty much the shortest cycle that any park operates these on, which is great for capacity on busy days like today. Not so great for the ride experience because, like I said, you only get 2 max swings. Is what it is though. And of course got the bonus of them being dueling today, which is really awesome. Such a spectacle off ride, and then on ride it's just really awesome to see the other swing coming towards you every single time you're coming back towards the ground. Really adds a lot to the ride in my opinion. I wish they would run it dueling all the time, but they only do it on incredibly busy days like today. 90% of the time they only run one side. Wait, I can't ride Daredevil Falls when it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit outside? Gosh, this park's really hitting rock bottom. You can see all the ice on that water wheel, and look down here, it's frozen solid. Yeah, I have to say, it is starting to get cold again already. We've already passed the daily high. The temperature's already dropping out fast. We'll see how long any rides stay open. I might not get to ride much of anything today. And sadly, we can't warm up today. I knew about this beforehand, but Blazing Fury's closed for the rest of the season. It is kind of weird to see it completely closed, like the front barn doors. I didn't even know that those closed, actually, but they do. It's just weird to see it all shut like this. I wonder what the exit path up there looks like. I wonder if it's shut off. It doesn't look like it's closed from this way. I don't want to go too far up there if I'm not supposed to, but I can't really tell. Thank heavens they got 2 trains on Tennessee Tornado today. It's had some issues this year running just one train, presumably due to technical issues with those older Aero trains, but you know, seems to be doing good the last couple weeks from what I can tell, just kind of looking at stuff online. But I'm not going to ride it right now because I want to make sure I get all my construction update stuff done before it gets dark. So that's primarily what I'll be doing, just going around the rest of the park real quick, checking on all that. Fire Chaser is another ride that is not open today. I don't know what that has to do with. It may just be a temperature thing because I know Fire Chaser, it has to get pretty warm for it to be able to open up after it's been shut down. Once it's running, it's able to come down to like 36 degrees Fahrenheit and stay operating. But I believe the startup process, it has to be much warmer than that. So maybe that's part of the problem because it is getting a little chilly right now. But you can see they do have all 3 trains on right now, which they typically don't have all 3 trains available during a lot of Smoky Mountain Christmas. So that's great to see. It's just not operating, sadly. Okay, they do have operators at their normal positions in the station now though. So perhaps they are looking to reopen pretty soon, maybe, or at least start testing. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Mystery Mine's another one that's been closed all day. It's definitely a rough day here in terms of rides. Wait, is that somebody's phone? Yeah, look at the net up there. You can see that is very clearly a cell phone sitting in the net. So whenever the last time this ran, somebody lost their phone. That's why we have nets over the paths, so that it wouldn't hit anybody. I don't see any like active work being done, but there's some maintenance people that are standing in various locations within Mystery Mine's infield looking at things. So not really sure what the deal is there. It is listed as just temporarily closed rather than closed for the day. Dollywood typically uses closed for the day markings when they know it's not going to reopen that day. Temporarily closed typically implies that they are hoping to get it back open by the end of the day. But I don't see really any action going on. Oh my gosh, Big Bear Mountain's waterfall is frozen. Like I said, it was like 12 degrees up until like today. So it just hasn't melted yet. That is crazy. You know, that's not fake. That is 100% the water that was running down it just just froze. Never seen anything like that before. Granted, it's only this ride's like second Christmas, but still, that's wild. Looks beautiful though, actually. I think this is the only time I've seen the waterfall turned off since the ride opened. But yeah, no, it's a fine trade-off for the ice, in my opinion. Looks really nice. The reason I'm coming back here actually has everything to do with Big Bear Mountain. I just wanted to check up on it because it's had a not great extended closure. The last time it operated was mid-October. It has been closed for about a month and a half now. And unlike Blazing Fury, I do think Blazing Fury was planned. I don't think this was planned. Okay, I just looked. According to Q Times, October 24th is the last time that Big Bear Mountain ran, and it closed at about 2 p.m. that day and never reopened.
39 inches to ride. Adventurers under 48 inches must be accompanied by someone 14 years or older. We recommend guests with heart conditions.
So I can't make this shit up. Right when I was recording my segment about how Big Bear Mountain had been closed for like 2 months and that we didn't know what was going on, a big crowd has formed out front, and it looks like they're getting ready to start testing. So how crazy would that be if the one day I happen to be here this season is the day that it reopens after being closed for like a month and a half, 2 months? That would be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? Here it comes. They just gave an all clear. First train in almost 2 months. I mean, actually, I think they've been testing for a few days, presumably, so that was not really the first one, but they seem like they're about to reopen in just a minute, so that'll be exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go join the line. As you can see, they've kind of filled the overflow queue out here, but that's it. They haven't opened up the main yet, but I'll just go ahead and get in line. Why not? There we go.
We recommend guests with heart conditions and those who are pregnant not to
That's all clear. That means you're out of here.
That was clutch. I just got my ride. I waited about 20 minutes in total. That includes the time that I was sitting there just waiting for the ride to reopen outside the queue. Once the queue opened up, it was only about 5 minute wait-ish. Dang, my lips are going numb. It's cold outside. Yeah, anyways, I waited 20 minutes total. And look at the line now. That's got to be like a 90-minute wait right there. So lucky. All right, I don't see it anymore now, but as I was coming back down here, Mystery Mine appeared to start testing as well. Well, not just appeared, it factually did start testing, which is awesome. Lightning Rod is apparently back open as well, according to the app. So I'm gonna head that way, grab some dinner, and see how Lightning Rod's running. Yeah, there's Mystery Mine on the test right there. So it looks like everything, I don't know about Fire Chaser, I haven't looked into it, but pretty much everything's getting ready to reopen that was closed. Right at the end of the day here, which is kind of funny. Better late than never. People are lining up for Mystery Mine down there. I think those trains might be new. I don't recall seeing them before in the lake over here. That's cool. All right, I got a chicken pot pie handwich. They don't call it a handwich, but that's basically what it is. I waited like 20 minutes for it though, so hopefully it's good. Food service at the special dining locations, the seasonal dining locations, has been questionably slow today. Not really the employees' fault. They're doing good. They just seem to be really understaffed in the food department. All right, done with dinner, and look at my treat. Back open and only 15 minutes despite the crowds from today, so that's fantastic. They have been experimenting with doing different colors on Lightning Rod's lift for different times of the year, so we get Christmas colors right now, so that's fun. They are absolutely rolling trains as well, which is awesome to see. All right, that ended up being more like 20 minutes instead of 15. Not the crew's fault at all. They were absolutely rolling trains the entire time. Like, train would dispatch when the other one hit the first set of brakes pretty much every cycle. Awesome job. This park is freaking beautiful at night. It's beautiful all the time, but especially at night, and especially during Christmas. This is such a fantastic nighttime park. Since it's so cold, I'm just gonna get some hot chocolate and look at some of the lights before I get on any other rides. Kind of walk around a bit. Anyways, Lightning Rod, since the beginning of the year, I said I was concerned about how the chain lift would run, or how the chain lift version would run in the winter time, because at the beginning of this year, I could already notice the trains losing quite a bit of momentum towards the end of the ride. They are much lighter trains than the launch version trains, and you could definitely tell. So I was worried what would happen when it got colder outside, because when it gets colder, then trains are more susceptible to slowing down through the layout. So I was concerned. I would say coming off the chain lift, the whole first 2/3 of the ride, I wasn't even thinking about it. I completely forgot that was a concern. It felt exactly the same over the wave turn and the off-axis airtime hill, the twist and shout. All that felt just about the same as it did in the spring. Not quite as fast as in the summer, but about what I would expect. But then coming over into the quad down, like the first airtime hill of the quad down, and then coming through most of the quad down, I could definitely tell it was significantly slowed down compared to how it was running earlier this year, compared to especially how it normally ran with the launch and the heavier trains. It's just kind of how it is. Still a fantastic ride, still really enjoyed it. I will say that first half felt like it was running a lot smoother than before. I was riding near the back of the train where it's usually a little bit rough coming in and out of the wave turn. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it was much better that time. That night ride during Smoky Mountain Christmas is fantastic. It made me fall in love with this ride so much back when I first started riding it. When you're coming back down the quad down, rocketing down the hillside, and seeing all the Christmas lights at the park lit up below you, and you're flying in like a plane coming into the runway to touchdown, it's fantastic. Which is why it's almost a little disappointing that quad down does not hit anywhere near the same that it used to. I still agree with Dollywood's decision overall. I think it was the right choice to put in the launch, but I definitely think it significantly degrades the ride not having it. So it's a double-edged sword there. All right, as I expected, it took forever. Really long line, but I did get my hot chocolate. They were fast. It was just a really, really long line because it's down to 35 degrees and everyone's cold. Everyone needs some hot chocolate. I'm going back up this way though, heading through this little area.
We're going. On the
Dude, the icicles are crazy. And they're real icicles, just from how cold it's been the last couple days. All right, time for another amazing night ride, taking in the beautiful Christmas lights from all the way at the top of the, I guess technically not the tallest lift hill in Dollywood. Lightning Rod's lift hill is a little bit taller, but it faces away from the park. So this is the best views from the lift hill in the park, which is why I love riding this at night. You see everything lit up. It's beautiful. It's felt kind of weird to me to come around this corner and there just be a giant building stretching out over to this pathway. I say still, I just saw it for the first time a couple hours ago. Wild Eagle was good. It's just so freaking cold. And obviously when you're riding a ride, you get a lot more wind in your face. I don't even know, like, I think we're starting to hit the temperature that we're gonna see rides closing. I'm kind of surprised most of them are still open. Anyways, the view of the Christmas lights from the top was cool. That still got the best first drop in the park. Like, I'm sorry, it is the best first drop in the park. Other than that, everything after the first drop, it was running kind of sluggish today, not really many positive G's or anything like that. But that's just kind of what you expect during Smoky Mountain Christmas. Wild Eagle just does not run well in cold weather. It just gets way too sluggish, way too quickly. And it's just not a great experience. So the first drop's still really good, and I still ride it to get the views, but it doesn't run well. I think Wild Eagle during the summer is incredibly underrated. I don't think it's the best thing ever, but a lot of coaster enthusiasts just hate on it. I think it's pretty good during the summer. But yeah, during the winter, it's...
Hold on a second. I ain't never seen no purple mountains. Who makes this stuff up? Oh, howdy, folks. Yep, this is indeed America, home of the brave. Down the road is the Potato Shack, restaurant of the brave.
All right, so I rode Mystery Mine. I had to wait about 30 minutes. It was closed for pretty much the whole day. It like just now reopened, or it just reopened like an hour before the park closed. So I guess that's why it had a line, even though the park's pretty cleared out at this point. And luckily, I did get like the second to last ride. I say second to last ride. Technically like fourth to last train, because they dispatched 2 trains at a time. But second to last ride before it closed due to weather, because it is now too cold for Mystery Mine to operate, or anything else really, which is why I'm heading out. I was hoping to get a ride on Thunderhead before heading out, but as you can see, that won't be happening right now because Smoky Mountain Christmas brings the winter's chill. But yeah, I'm glad I got that one ride on Mystery Mine though, because that was one of the best rides on Mystery Mine I've gotten in a long time. Pretty much all the special effects were working. All the sound effects, all the lighting effects. The projector on the second lift was working, and the fire on the second lift was working. Both blasts. There's actually like 2 fire cannons up there, but usually they can only get one working at a time, but both are working today. I can't remember the last time that I rode in both the projector at the top of the second lift and the fire were working. It seems like one or the other is always broken. So it's in tip-top condition, theming and special effects wise right now. And the ride layout, I actually really enjoy it. It's really unique. That ending is just incredible. One of the best endings to any coaster of its size. It is running a little smoother than usual today. It's still a little rough and bumpy. That is the one thing. I love that ride. It's a fantastic ride. I just wish that they could find a way to smooth it out a bit. But it's an actual like ride experience rather than just a coaster, which is what I like about it. It's really one of the only rides here I would describe as that. Or Santa Claus. Usually they have Santa Claus up there. Maybe it's because we're still an hour away from closing. Maybe he only comes up there like right when the park closes. I don't know.
Now, Chariot with Tree Line Road that runs right down the middle of this parking lot.
Oh my gosh, this is still such a long hike up from the even from the where the tram drops you off to get all the way to the back of this overflow lot, all the way up here. You can see that fence, so the tram stop's down there. Then you walk all the way up here, around the corner, to get to the like gravel lot. A little annoying, you know? So here I am up on the gravel, and now we come all the way down here. It'd be really nice if they like built a staircase or like a couple staircases from this upper lot down to the other one, so you don't have to like walk all the way around there. But you know, here's what it is, I guess.